things going at school, Dwayne?
It was okay, but there's some new girls there that I don't like.
Oh, really? That's not very good. How come you don't like them?
They are really beautiful and have really cool clothes and bags and stuff, and they get all the attention and won't let me be friends.
Oh, I see. That's not very nice. Do you want to be friends with them?
Yeah, if I can hang around with them, then maybe I can look good too.
Oh, don't you think you look good, Dwayne?
Not really. I don't have cool clothes and things like them.
Look, it can be hard. Hey, we all want to look good. Like even us adults, we want to look good and we want to fit in too. But Dwayne, you love Jehovah, right?
Yeah.
Well, do you think do you care what he thinks you look like?
Yeah, I do.
Well, let's have a look in the Bible and see what he says makes a Christian look beautiful, eh?
Okay.
Okay, there's a scripture here in 1 Peter chapter 3, and here Jehovah tells us how he thinks we should look. Talks about what things we should wear. It's 1 Peter chapter 3 and verses 3 and 4. It says, "Do not let your adornment be external." So adornment means what we put on. So he's saying don't worry about the things that are on the outside or external. It says don't worry about the braiding of hair and the wearing of gold ornaments or fine clothing or clothes that are worth a lot of money. But he says, but let it be the secret person of the heart in the incorruptible adornment of the quiet and mild spirit, which is of great value in the eyes of God. So Jehovah's, so do you think Jehovah cares if our clothes and things we have are expensive in the latest style?
No.
No, that's right. In fact, he said, look, don't go and spend all your money on the best clothes or, you know, the latest styles. That's what Satan wants people to do. He wants them to worry about all those things. But see what he cares about in verse 4? He says the secret person of the heart. So that means how we act and what we say and what we do. That's what Jehovah cares about us. So if we just dress nicely and modestly, simple clothes, we will be beautiful as long as the way we act is good. I'll just show you an example. There's a couple of pictures in this book called Revelation, this red book. And there's pictures of two different women that Jehovah made up. They're not real women, but he put them in here as an example of what he thinks is good and what he thinks is not so good. So this first woman, her name is Babylon the Great, and the second woman's name is the Bride of Christ. So out of those two women, Dwayne, which one do you think is the most beautiful, and which one do you think you'd like to be friends with?
That one.
Yeah, that's right, the Bride of Christ. So how come? How come you think she looks more beautiful?
She looks nice, but the other lady looks like she does bad things.
Yeah, exactly right. So this lady, this one that looks like she does bad things, Babylon the Great, she's actually got the most expensive clothes. See those clothes she's wearing, the red and the purple, they were clothes that only queens wore or kings wore. So they were the most expensive. And look at all her jewellery. She's got heaps on her, and she's got really got makeup as well. But the other lady, she doesn't have any jewellery. She's got a very plain coloured dress. It's just white. It's pretty though, hey? It's a pretty dress. But we can see by her face that she's good, and the other lady we can see by what she's doing that she's not very good. So that's what Jehovah was trying to teach us from these two women. So we would definitely want to be this lady, the Bride of Christ's friend, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So Jehovah helps us to see through these two stories that he made up, these two illustrations, just how he feels. He says the main thing to be attractive or beautiful is just being modest with our dress. Just dress nicely, but the most important thing is what's inside, to be kind, to act like a Christian. Then we'll have people that will want to be our friends. And you know, Dwayne, that's why I love being your friend, because you're beautiful to me.
Thanks, Mel. I love being your friend too.